Marcos.
Marcos,
bro.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer both, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't
Honestly,
matter.
it doesn't matter. I don't have an ego about anything, so.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, bro, but I mean, you know, my nationality is from Chile and from America, so.
Chile and America. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, which one do you say most of the time when they're like, "Oh, where are you from?"
Obviously, I gotta claim Chileno, bro, because like, you know, like I'm proud of like my, you know, American side as well, but like I embrace like the cultured side of my family like a little bit more, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, not to say that, you know, my American side does not have culture, but you know, like I align more with like the spiritual aspect of, you know, my Chilean side.
Like what spiritual aspects? Like religion or?
I would just say like a lot of my creativity definitely comes from that side.
Like the music from
the music definitely, like just my rhythm and you know, my ability to, you know, pick up on things by ear, you know what I'm saying?
What do you pick up on though? Because that's what I was asking you, like what do you follow whenever you're like making rhythms, or in your case, what do you try to do whenever you're making rhythms? Because
I think
obviously it's different whenever I ask someone that just makes rhythms on computers, but I saw that you make rhythms on guitar, so it's like, well, and on the teclado too, on the
keyboard, bro. Time is kind of what I follow, honestly. Basically, you know, a metronome is counting beats per minute, you know, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So I'm just thinking about that in my head, and I'm trying to, you know, play what I'm playing in that time frame, you know, if that makes sense.
So it would go like 1 2 3 4, and between there would be a rhythm.
Yeah.
And then 1 2 3 4. Is there a space in between there, or just
yeah? So
going?
There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The ands are like the space in between. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Technically, each part could be broken down even further. It can be broken down into 16. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it can be broken down even more and even more. You know, but that's just music theory, I guess.
Because it's crazy you say this. Well, I don't know if everybody follows the spaces of like whenever it's 1 and 2 and 3. But,
not everybody.
But Drake once said, he's like, what do you do whenever you're trying to rap over a beat? He's like, I don't really listen to the beat. I listen to the spaces.
Right.
But I've listened to his music, and I'm like, where are the spaces? Or like, what are you guys listening to?
Without lyrics, the beat has certain space for you to fill, I guess, if that makes sense. You know, that's why rappers or singers have flows. They get into the pockets of the beat. You know that I don't know how to explain it, but like a pocket is just like basically space for the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta feel it.
Do you think like a song right now has to, how do I say it? So the artist has to match like those pockets perfectly in order for it to be like a hit, or do you think it's just kind of like,
it doesn't have to be perfect
depending on the person?
Because you've heard artists, like, let's just put it in consideration, like Blueface, whatever.
Yeah.
He came out with
oh my god, his pockets. I mean, they're different. I'm not gonna. I ain't the type to hate or anything like that. But like, they're just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't consider that a pocket. You know, like he's just talking. He's just going. He's just going.
Yeah.
Other than pockets or empty spaces, like, do you ever? Like, is it ever like a certain vibration that you're seeing, and then it's like different than what you feel? Like,
what do you mean by that? Yeah,
because
a vibration that I'm seeing, like,
because you guys obviously follow like on whenever you put it on screen, like in digital form, you guys, you're following that's basically like a frequency, isn't it? Or what is it called?
It's called a waveform. Like what I'm looking at specifically is called a waveform. Like say you look at like an audio that you recorded, and it's like a bunch of shapes and stuff like that. Like the peak is like the loudest point that you get, or the loudest that you get in that recording. And then like, you know, the tro, I think is what you call it. I don't know. But you
is
know,
that what you kind
part,
of follow whenever you're making music, or is it more like what vibration you're feeling, like what wave you're feeling?
I mean,
because that up and down can also be translated into like how your emotions are just going like up and down.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to explain, but like when you look at a waveform, you'll play the waveform and you'll know like what, there's obviously a sound there. You'll know what sound that is, and if you want to take that sound and like repeat it or like put it somewhere else in the beat or something like that, then you can do that. But I mean, as far as like playing guitar, I'm basically just going off of the vibrations of the strings and like what I'm hearing. Like I don't know much about music theory, but I know what sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you can explain what music theory is? Because I always heard it, but
hell no, I cannot, bro.
No, but kind of like from what you heard.
Yeah, like,
oh my god,
like let's just say you're explaining it to I don't know, a middle schooler.
If I'm explaining music theory to him, I don't even know like enough about music theory to explain to a middle schooler. But honestly, like there is 7 notes in every scale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's 7 notes, and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea because I used to play clarinet.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes back to A.
Okay.
But then in between those notes, there's...
Is music theory what a lot of artists use? Or like... Or do they use it for like...
It depends.
To sell more or to make better music? What is it?
Yeah, I'm not saying... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying is like... Not necessarily explain like...
Right.
Like... What goes under it, but like what is it? Is it like a knowledge of just music notes and stuff like that, or...
It's a knowledge on why certain things sound good, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Why it sounds good. Why in chords in succession or chords. There's something called resolution in music that, like, if you play a chord there's a chord that will make it want to go back to the start. You know what I'm saying? Like, when something ends in a song and it ends on the note that you thought it was going to end on, it's like that's what resolution is. So you always want to resolve something.
Oh, okay.
Or you can suspend it and leave it in the air like a good book, you know what I'm saying? Or a good poem or whatever, a good show when it like
a
leaves
little
you waiting for more.
Like a little cliffhanger.
Look, exactly, cliffhanger.
I like how you put that though. How kind of like you're saying a poem but through music. Or like leaving because sometimes music just like kind of leaves me hanging, and it's
and
like,
you're like I want more. You know what I'm saying? And then who's this artist?
It just depends what comes after, whether like the part before that, like if it's good. And
absolutely.
And that's kind of what I was like asking you. But yeah, it's music. It's like what type of music do you enjoy making most? Than you would say.
Honestly, bro, like I hate to be the person that'd be like everything, but like honestly, everything, bro.
Everything.
Like I find enjoyment in all types of music, bro, and that's partly because like I listen to so many types of music. So like I don't like try to like confine myself to any specific type of music. Like I just make what I feel like sounds good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, that's good. I feel like that's good. You don't restrain yourself to a certain type of beat that you make and stuff like that. Right. What's the craziest type of beat you've made?
The craziest type of beat that I've made, honestly,
most out there.
I think okay, so when I first like started making music, I started making electronic dance music, which is EDM, or like not necessarily house, but yes, there was some.
Oh, that's house.
Yeah, there was definitely like house music. It was more so like me just experimenting with just sounds. So I feel like the first 4 years that I got into making music, it was just like straight EDM and like straight electronic stuff. I didn't know any music theory. I didn't incorporate any of my guitar playing. I didn't incorporate any piano playing. I just put the notes in the spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't do it by hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So you just went learning like by test and trial, and
Right.
Did you accept like feedback from people? And,
Of course, bro. And I feel like, but back to what he was saying, like I feel like that was when I made my craziest like type of, you know, beats or like type of songs. Like, you know, I think I was a lot better back then on like, you know, sound design and stuff like that than I am now, because now I'm trying to learn instrumentation and stuff like that.
What is that?
Sound design is like literally shaping sounds, like getting them to sound how you want them to sound, and like, you know, making something from nothing again.
You say you think you were better back then?
I think I was better at the sound design part of it, but definitely not at the theory part of it. Like, I think I'm way better in theory now. Like,
you said the instrumentation. That means like adding instruments, or
yeah, instrumentation, like adding instruments, and, you know, doing things like live more so, like, you know, actually playing it in, and instead of typing it in or just putting it in the computer. Like, just by clicking it in.
Okay. So
you
like,
can
there's
do
like
that.
that's what I'm like. So it's a whole different process.
It's a whole
right?
different process.
Because you can make one note and you can make it into a whole bunch of different.
Yeah. You can put one note down, right, and you put 3 notes above that, and then it's a chord, like that. But if you play the chord like that,
yeah,
it's different. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same thing in all honesty, but like, you doing it is like, you're understanding like how to do it. You know what I'm saying? By actually doing it instead of typing it in.
Yeah. Okay.
You get a deeper knowledge of all what the instruments.
Yeah, definitely.
Say in a way, because
yeah,
that's interesting. You've been playing guitar for a long time.
Yeah, quite a while. I mean, it's been on and off, but honestly, I think since I was 8 years old, I've been playing guitar, and then I put it down at, I want to say like 11 years old, and didn't pick it back up until I was 16. But yeah, I had a guitar teacher when I was 8, and he didn't really teach me that many chords, but he taught me scales, which was honestly better, and I'm glad that he taught me scales first, because all the chords reside in the scales, if that makes sense. Like,
all the scales reside in
all the chords reside in the scales.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, the scales
so he was taught
contain
scales.
Yeah,
the scales.
which is definitely more important than chords.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You find that a better way to learn the
Theory.
guitar?
Yeah, definitely. It's a better way to learn theory, learning the scales before you learn the chords. Even though chords sound better, the scales are what the chords are in.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of getting, because I tried to play guitar once, but
Yeah.
I never really dedicated myself to learning.
So you got mad guitars right there, bro.
Yeah, the Guitar Hero
stuff. Throwback to, I played that a lot, bro.
Really?
Which
one was your favorite one?
I have to say 3, bro. I don't know why Guitar Hero 3 was like my favorite one. Definitely.
Legends of Rock.
Yep, on the PS2, bro. That was a time, bro.
Wait, was that Legends of Rock? The third one?
Maybe.
That was Battle of the Bands, wasn't it? Or
I have no idea, bro. It's been
called?
so long since I even looked at a game like that, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
You don't play games no more, like you used to back in high school.
Definitely not as much as I used to. I still like will occasionally maybe play a game, but like, you know, I really ain't got time for it right now. Like, I'm so focused on this music stuff, and I'm so focused on like just life, like getting my life, you know, right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
But no, what do you want to?
Oh,
like,
you're asking a question. My bad.
What do you want to do then for like your life then? Like, what point are you in?
What point am I in right now, bro? I think I'm in a developmental stage, bro. I feel like I'm evolving, you know, evolving musically, bro, because like I've never really thought that I had a voice to like sing and actually say stuff, bro, and now like I'm kind of transitioning into that phase of my life where I'm like actually, you know, talking my shit now, bro, like saying what I want to say. And I never really felt like I was capable of doing that. I would always watch other people doing that, and other people rock the mic on the stage and stuff like that. But now I'm starting to get into that, and I low-key kind of have the upper hand right now because I also produce, and I can make my own beats and an engineer and like make myself sound how I want to sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
The all-in-one.
yeah, the all-in-one, bro. But I'm not even like remotely the best at like singing or rapping or anything like that. But like I'm still evolving. You know what I'm saying?
I congratulate you for that because I feel like I feel like it's hard to do something like that where
it is absolutely.
Maybe back in the day you put yourself or like you could see yourself doing it maybe or like but you didn't have that in you yet to like actually do it.
Have you ever heard about the imposter syndrome?
Imposter syndrome, yeah, I have definitely, bro. But what do you think about that?
Or why do you bring it up?
No, I bring it up because I just imagined what you just said. It's kind of like I imagined someone standing in like a corner and just watching from afar everybody grow up and and be impressive, and then therefore that kind of builds some type of self-doubt.
Right. Sounds like a villain story.
Yeah, towards one. No, it's not a villain story because I feel like everyone feels that at one point to where they're not reaching their potential maybe, and someone else is like, and they're watching it real time. You could either use it for good or bad, or like look at it like okay, he's doing the right things, I'ma hate him, or he's doing the right things, I'ma follow him.
Right.
And what the imposter syndrome basically says that you get these feelings of self-doubt or of like that you're not worthy. And that's for a lot of reasons. Maybe it's a cultural thing that you grow up in a home where they don't really support you, and therefore that's why you feel like whenever you grow up and are doing great things, people aren't going to support you. It's like kind of like an effect. It plays an effect onto your mindset. And I feel like one of the biggest things that brings a lot of us down, or a lot of us not to dare to do things, is that self-doubt that we tell each other a lot of the times, which I feel it's easy to say I'm gonna overcome it.
Yeah.
But it's really scary though when you're like doing it in real time. Whenever
Absolutely,
you're being
bro.
the other person that's actually like, okay, I'm doing things and
yeah, bro.
Because like I said, it's kind of like a culture thing, kind of like let's say like I'm a brown man. Whenever I go into these meetings with people that have been valued as more, let's say because of their skin color, or just because of what their family line is, and compared to mine, that's kind of where I'm like, I kind of have some self-doubt, but I'm trying to overcome it just like you, because I try to remind myself like I can be anything I really want to be.
Absolutely, bro. You can always be anything you want to be. Anything. Especially in America. Like, especially in America, bro. Like, here's what I'll say about the self-doubt, though. Yes, it's real. Everyone self-doubts. But learning how to overcome it, like you were saying, is the best thing that you will ever do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know, I still doubt myself, bro. But when I do, I catch myself and I'm like, wait, I'm the GOAT. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
Like, I'm literally like, I'm capable of being better, bro. I'm capable of evolving, bro. Everyone is capable of evolving. Everyone's capable of being better, bro. You just gotta want it. You gotta want to be better.
It's a lot about taking decision, and I feel like if more of us took more decisions than actually like contemplate, because like it's this quote, it's we suffer more in imagination than in reality, like. And that was from like a philosopher. Right.
Damn, that's deep.
That is so deep, bro. Like that's something to think about.
Because like I said, whenever I go into meetings, I just like to use kind of like business world and now like,
of course, bro,
like comparisons.
Wait, could you say it one more time?
It's we suffer more in imagination than in reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, let's say I have 10 bills, right? And I am making up all these thoughts in my head that I don't have money. I don't have how to cover it. They're going to charge me fees. Like,
You're building that suffering state.
Yeah, and it could be worse though. It could be like you suffering in a worse matter, and this could be the best version of what you have. Like the thing is that you're just destroying yourself within yourself, like in your own imagination, and nothing real has really happened.
It's the what if scenarios, bro. They be like, they get all of us though, but it's the thing. You're like, what if this happens? What if this happens? What? Like, bro, like stop. Like that's just overthinking. That's the thing. It's so hard to stop yourself from overthinking, bro. Like,
yeah, especially when you're alone.
Yeah, especially when you're alone, bro. Yeah, like, but it's possible.
If you have a support system, I think it's easier at times, but it's also hard. I would say for me and my brother, because I feel like what my dad has taught me. It's like, okay, I can be proud of you for doing the things that you're doing for your family. But you also have to realize that you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
You're not doing me any good. When he tells me, he's like, I'm gonna die in a few years, and you're gonna be left with everything.
Right.
So whatever good you do for others, you're doing it for yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
So that kind of like that's what I always tell myself, to kind of like get rid of self-doubt, because I have people behind me that I gotta work for or be worthy to like be able to lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's just like one way I try to get.
It's motivation, bro. It really is motivation.
Rid of it.
Yeah.
Because self-doubt, I think it has caused like a lot of, not deciding, I think has caused a lot of issues in these recent days, like getting therapy. It's okay, I think, but I think this is what I think about therapy. It's like, I went to a counselor once, and it felt like he was asking questions that I would ask myself, but I was answering them. Sometimes I always ask myself like hard questions, but I never give the time to myself to answer them. So I'm paying you to ask me the questions that I ask myself on a daily, but I'm actually answering them here in this room. And it was like, and it was like $200 a session.
It's kind of not worth it, right?
Yeah. It's kind of.
I mean, it's worth it, but like it's only for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Certain people find use out of therapy, but honestly, bro, like music is my therapy. Everyone has their own form of like what they translate their hardships into, bro. Yeah.
You're right, because I would say I've met people that do it through the gym. Like they like to.
Absolutely. I love that too, bro.
You do?
Yeah, I love the gym, bro.
Do it for the pump.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, like the thrill. I think sometimes like we were talking about Miyamoto too.
Yeah,
like
Miyamoto Musashi, bro.
The famous ninja.
Yeah.
What was he?
He's a samurai.
Samurai. Let's not call it ninja.
Yeah, he's not.
He's a samurai. He's like take life for what it is, because the worst thing that you can do is try to distort your own reality.
Yeah.
Like
absolutely.
It's take it for just what it is.
Wait, distorting the reality is like the self-doubt and stuff?
It's like you. Yeah, like making it worse, because let's say you're a farmer, like just enjoy that you're growing your own crops, or to try to take the benefit from it, than actually try to be like, oh, I don't have a Lamborghini. There's
just
so
be
many
grateful.
Yeah, there's so many ways that you can avoid the feeling of not having enough. Because
by realizing what you have,
by realizing that you're already rich, we're just short of money.
Right. You can be rich in life.
That's
That's the point, bro. That's the whole point.
And yeah, like, what did you like about the book about Miyamoto? Or in the 5 Rings? In
the 5 Rings, bro? It's a lot more about like the actual technique of like being a samurai. But I actually have a quote from there that I want to read, bro. Definitely can't remember what it was, but it's definitely it's about practice and training. But it says, forge yourself with 1,000 days of training and polish yourself with 10,000 days of practice. This is something you need to investigate thoroughly. So
okay.
that's like, just be diligent in your routine of practicing whatever that you want, like whatever you're trying to get better at. Like, just be diligent with the practice and be just be motivated to do it. Like,
yeah, and then you'll just get better over time.
Yeah.
And I think it goes in the same thing with consistency, right?
Absolutely.
Would you say that you got better over time making beats because you were being consistent?
Yes, absolutely. Literally. Like, that's the only way that I would even remotely get better, bro.
And even Drake, I think he even like said one thing is like, got to be consistent.
Got to be consistent.
Yeah, and that's something that we've tried to do. You know, we try to implement a schedule to where we're like, okay, we're gonna drop podcast episodes these days, and we just gotta stick to it.
And I see that though. That's the thing. Like, when people see consistency, they know something is like real, bro. You know, like they're actually serious about it. Like that's why like I'm very grateful that y'all having me here, bro, because like I've watched damn near every episode of y'all's podcast.
Thank you.
Like, it's really good, bro. Like,
thank you.
It's just the start too, which is crazy. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna get big. I know it.
What I told you, I think having a dialogue with a variety of individuals with different backgrounds, it's one of the most important things I feel like me and my brother can do, because through conversation we have found that we bring out ideas from each other. Me and my brother's communication wasn't really the best, you would say.
Right.
Like, I don't know how it is with your siblings. Like, you know, kind of how there's sometimes like that animosity.
Yeah.
Towards like it's not necessarily towards your siblings, but it's like something that they do annoys you, or like you just can't get it.
Literally everything, bro. No, I'm just kidding, bro.
So
I love my sisters.
I feel like between me and my brother, through our dialogue and through the whole conversation of us talking,
right,
I've gotten known him on a deeper level, and he's gotten to know me on a deeper level. But also for the benefit for the both of us, because I would say that we both kind of align in the same direction of the things that we want in life. And therefore, I know I have someone in my life that is gonna back me up or give me strength whenever I can't really stand up for myself. It's like, he's my team.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to have a team. And
through the conversation of the whole thing with like podcasts, or speaking to individuals like you bring your own ideas, you bring your own philosophy, and even though we might not agree,
right,
I still want to hear you out. I still want to explore it. It's just like some people like capitalism and others people like socialism. Like,
yeah, that's true.
It's kind of like, okay, but what do you see in it? Or like, just through conversation or through the exposure of new ideas, it's really, really beneficial to not just maybe you and me,
right,
but maybe to someone listening into the podcast, because it'll bring out an idea.
They'll be like, oh, like something that they weren't thinking about originally. So like, and it's also cool to like just, you know, talk about things that like can come to like a verdict or a resolution just by talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like something controversial, for example, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can come to a resolution, even if y'all don't agree, y'all can come to like, you know, you can agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like, you don't have to, you know, always come to a verdict. You can just agree to disagree, but like no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like one thing people need to learn more is like how to listen.
Yeah.
Because
me too.
Everybody.
Why do you say that?
Because I talk too much, bro.
You feel like you over talk people?
Nah. I mean, sometimes, yeah.
But what do you mean that you talk too much?
I just, you know, I got a lot to say. That's it.
Okay.
But not right now.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like sometimes, like people have a lot to say, like you said, right?
Yeah.
But there's situations, I'm not talking to you specifically, but like you want to say what you have to say, but you don't really listen to another person. And like you said, it comes to the same thing where like, all right, tell me what you think about this, and I'll tell you what I think. And although we might not agree, I understand. You know, try to understand each other. Deep down, people maybe not connect on certain things, but they're like, okay, we can relate on these things. You know, deep down, you know, we're just all humans, and I feel like we should all listen to each other more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like it's also something to do with like maturity. Like the older you get, like you can't just be that person that wants to be argumentative. I mean, you can if you want. I mean, that's on you. But like, you just can't like, you can't always want to be right. You know what I'm saying? It's a flawed mindset to always think you're right and always try to be right. Like, accept when you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Accept when you're wrong. Like, that's a big thing. Like, if you're wrong, just don't be like, oh, nah, this doesn't. No, just be like, all right, I was wrong, and this is why.
Yeah, have the capacity to be like, all right, maybe I was wrong.
That's why I kind of don't feel the sense of having arguments with people that try to pick an argument. And I feel like, though, people see it in like another way too, though, that like you're a pushover, though. Right. Like, there's certain people that might think that you're a pushover, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, this is like what I read from a book. It's like, I can argue with you, yeah, sure, and then I'ma think I'm right, but you're still gonna, even after everything I say, right, you're still gonna leave with like in your mind that you're right. Yeah. No matter what I just said, and that I think like that's one of the most foolish things, because like I just spent my time on you arguing.
And you didn't change your mind.
And I'm never going to change you, because just the way that you are. So.
They just stuck in their ways, bro. They don't want to be open-minded.
But like I said, some people would look at it like as a pushover, but I think
it's not, bro.
I feel like it's made that way, like in the media, or like you see it on a TV show or like something like that, you know, or like, oh, you didn't say anything? Oh, you know, you're this or you're that.
Nah, bro. But sometimes silence is like the best answer.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right. I mean, I can't argue with you. You're not reasonable.
Or there's no point in arguing.
Yeah, you know
there's no point.
Exactly.
But yeah, man.
People though today that I think have that mixed up like really bad. They want to pick fights in a lot of scenarios where. Kind of like put on a show for let's say Instagram or like social media. It's kind of like we're all angry a lot.
A lot of people are. I'm not a particularly angry person. Like, yeah, I'm maybe upset at some of the things going on in the world right now, but like, do I have the power to change that right now? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I wish I did, because I would.
Do you think before you would focus on things that you couldn't control?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I was younger, I would try and change things that I like know that I cannot change now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know,
I remember when I was younger, I used to have all these erratic emotions. Like my emotions were just so scattered. All like I would be happy. I'd be angry. I'd be anxious. I felt so many emotions that I'm like, I suffered a lot already. I need to try to educate myself to like remain calm and actually like be able to harness like my feelings, because I feel like one of the parts of growing up is also like being able to translate all the feelings that you have. Like, let's just say like trauma. Trauma, I feel like can also be like a superpower, because if someone did you wrong, then you use it for motivation to put yourself in a different mindset. You could either go downhill or you could go uphill with the mindset, because it's like
right.
It's like emotions are just so significant to us that if we don't learn how to harness it or how to put it into something good, then it could go one of two ways. You're depressed, or you're gonna overcome a lot of your depression. It's like,
yeah, you can choose to wallow in it, or you can overcome it. You know,
use it to your advantage to get ahead.
Exactly, bro.
So like maturing, yeah, it was like one of those things that like I just had to stop being so anxious too. Like we were talking about that. There were certain things I wanted to change. I wanted to buy a $20,000 car whenever I only had like $1,000.
Right.
Like,
I think we all wanted that, bro.
Crazy interest.
Yeah, crazy.
So it's like, now I see it and I'm like, okay, like I have to have a budget. I have to see why I need a car that expensive. Like all these things that I didn't think before, and now that I see little kids not thinking about that, I'm like, huh. We switched places because like before I used to see the adults and I'm like, why are you doing that, or why are you like,
right? And now you understand.
Yeah, why are you thinking?
That used to be you.
Yeah,
it really did, bro.
It used to be like a little dumb kid and just maturing. It just goes, I think, through so many levels.
It does, bro. And I'm not even done, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, the reason I'm so mature for like 21, bro, is because I've always surrounded myself with older people. And like, I think that's made me like kind of fortified in my mind, bro. Like I see these other people's like mistakes, and I know like maybe I should probably not do that in the future, or like, you know, just learning from my mistakes as well as other people's mistakes.
I didn't know you were 21.
Yeah, I'm young, bro.
Dang, you are pretty young.
I'm literally about to be 22 in 6 days, March 8th, bro.
That's so crazy. You just
Still
damn
crazy, bro.
What you just said, yeah. Seeing the mistakes that other people do, it's like, it's one of the things that I've learned to do recently, because like I see like, okay, you're making money,
right,
but you're wasting it wrong. So therefore, it's gonna take you here.
Yeah.
And just those type of like life lessons that you get to see whenever you start seeing what you don't want to mimic.
Right. But then, you still might make those mistakes too.
Well, yeah, like I was telling you, the past 5 years, I wasn't educating myself the best way with or surrounding myself, just like you said, with the best people.
Right.
And but I think I've made strides by surrounding myself with the right people. We've made strides firing certain toxic people that were around us.
Right.
So like,
as you should.
Once you get rid of that and you start finding other friends that actually add on to your life, then you start evolving, and it's not surprising because you're surrounding yourself with someone that actually thinks, or it's like making you think.
Like-minded people, bro.
Yeah,
very powerful thing.
It's like you start questioning everything, and it's like, why is this like this? Why is it like this? You're like a kid again.
Yeah.
And then it becomes fun to learn, right?
Yeah. It's always fun to learn, bro.
Because me and my brother, like recently, he's got into like Jordan Peterson, and like all these other people.
Jordan Peterson is great, bro. He's great, and Shi Hung Yi, bro. I don't know if you know who Shi Hung Yi is, but he's fire, bro.
Shi Hung Yi? No, yeah. I don't. No.
Bro, he's fire. He's a Shaolin monk, one of the last, one of the remaining Shaolin monks that still carries on all of their traditions, bro.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to share something with y'all, but I don't know what I can share with. Hold on, bro. I'm going to take off my necklace real quick because, like, it's a concept that I wanted to show.
Okay. For sure.
But, I mean, he did it first.
He did it first?
Yeah, he did it first. So, this is not from my knowledge.
Okay.
But this is from Buddhist philosophy or Buddhist knowledge. All right, so I don't know how I'm going to hold the mic and do this at the same time. You mind holding this for me?
Oh.
Just like right here? All right, so basically what he's talking about, sometimes when you push something away like this, right, it eventually will move very close to you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But when you pull something very close to you, it'll eventually go very far away from you. But if you don't touch it, and it'll just stay where it is. You know what I'm saying? And you can take that how you want to.
Okay.
But like, it's a very simple thing, but like that goes with anything in life.
Yeah, because it's saying like, if the more you force it, or the more that you want to like take it by force, it'll just go away. And then if you let it go, it could come back to you.
Yeah.
Or if you push it.
Yeah.
No. Oh no. Yeah, you let it go, right?
Yeah.
Bro. Like it's when I saw him do that, bro, I was like, whoa. I was mind blown.
What did that teach you though? Like, what exact feeling did you get, or like what did you recall in that moment?
Don't try and be in control. Because like, yes, you can control some aspects of your life, but don't try and control everything. Okay. Leave some things up to the way how it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave some things up to chance too, bro. Like, don't like let things happen how they were going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that could help with a lot of people that like stress over everything.
That was a really good example though. Like,
you, bro.
Because it's
yeah, it really was.
it's so simple yet
it's very simple. It's powerful though.
It is. Do you meditate?
Do I meditate? Yes, of course. Every night before I go to bed, I meditate. At
really?
least an hour.
What's your meditation though? Like,
what's my meditation?
Like how do you do it?
Don't think. I literally try and clear my mind of everything. Like I don't like forcefully try and clear my mind. I'll just like whatever thought arises, like I'll accept it and then I'll move on. And like just eventually until I stop thinking.
So it's like you get a picture in your mind and you accept it, but then you're like, okay, done with it. Next.
Not necessarily a picture. Like I'll start thinking about something and I'll be like, oh, well that's cool, and then I'll stop thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Blank it out.
Not necessarily blank it out, but just like, I'll like, I'll think about it and I'm like, all right, I'm done thinking about this.
So sorry, I just want to know kind of. So,
you're good.
Do you like sit down like on the floor or something? And
No. I lay down.
Lay down. Oh, okay, okay.
Like it's like I said right before I go to sleep. Like I just, especially after a long day, bro. Like I gotta clear my mind of everything I've been thinking about because I always have a lot on my mind, bro. So it just helps.
Interesting.
One way that I do it, and I listened or I learned this off a YouTube video too.
Yeah.
It was this is what I do sometimes when I'm like really stressed or like I really just want to like kind of restart. It's I'll put a pillow down on the floor and I'll lay on the floor. Set a timer for 30 minutes. And then for the next 30 minutes, I'll close my eyes and focus on the way that I'm breathing for the next 30 minutes.
Like the in and out technique where you're just like in, out, breathing in, breathing out.
Yeah. Or another way that I would do it is also placing something on top of my stomach and watching it.
That's a good technique.
Go up, down.
Yep.
Up, down. And just watching that item go up and down and only like literally
focusing on that.
Yeah, focusing on that for the next 30 minutes.
Yep.
Like you feel like you're timeless.
Yeah.
Like there is nothing that is bothering me. I am only simply thinking about how to breathe. And that's simply thinking of how to breathe or bringing myself back to like this is the most basic step of life.
Yes. Breathing is the most basic form of life.
And it brings me back to whenever like the timer turns on. I'm like, okay, like I feel, I don't know. I'm in a space of mind where I'm like, I'm ready for anything. Like, like I'll take life for what it really is now.
Yeah.
And I'll stop worrying so much.
Yeah. It's like, it's similar to, it's not the same thing, but it's similar to like a flow state. Where you just kind of like are in the zone, like in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like you really are in the moment. You're not focusing on the past or the future. You're just there.
I think I'm in the flow moment whenever I'm really hungry because I like to fast.
Yeah.
And I take some black coffee.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in flow because like I'm like hungry. I don't know what the caffeine does to me, but it's just kind of like
it does something, bro.
I'm sure it helps with whatever.
It just puts me in a zone or in a type of mind where I'm just like, it's just like thoughts back and forth, like going through my mind, and then I'm just free of everything. And I try to put myself in those type of mindsets because I know that I stress a lot during the day, and I've seen the effects that stress has on a person.
Yeah.
It takes tolls on a person. Like, stress has caused, for people in my life, not necessarily close to me, but I've seen it. It's like you'll start aging quicker. You'll start
definitely.
You'll start creating these diseases inside your body because you're stressing. You'll start losing your hair. You'll start losing a lot of energy. So therefore, I feel like stress is one of those feelings that it's increasing, and that is like one of the worst things ever, because stress is one of those things that can cause you a lot of diseases. Like, you start making a disease for your mind, and then therefore it just translates throughout.
It translates to your body. So you got to mediate that with something, at least. Like, you gotta figure out what makes you less stressed, you know what I'm saying? Like, or how you can like outweigh the stress with something else.
Yeah.
Or balance it, like there's a balance between stress and like not being stressed.
Because I also put myself in shoes though of the people that are struggling. Like, I put myself in a lot of scenarios all the time. Like, what if I only had $1 and then I had a $500 bill to pay? I just no
right. No,
like,
seriously though,
because like I put myself in those situations. Like, there are people that can literally not pay their rent.
Yeah,
and they are stressing out of their mind. You're not going to be able to tell them don't stress.
Right. Don't stress. Yeah,
right, because they're stressed, and you can't change that until you get that money.
And I think that's just a hard part of like accepting it for what it is. But it's not that easy too, though, to tell someone that literally is going to get kicked out, will have nowhere to go,
right?
And
don't be stressed.
Don't be stressed.
Yeah, no.
Like,
that's the worst thing to tell anybody, like in any situation.
They're gonna beat your ass. They're gonna beat your ass.
Those moments, and it's
that's something that you like, you can't really, not be stressed about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole different scenario. But like day-to-day life stresses, you can definitely mitigate.
Honestly, yeah. Did anything stressful happen in high school?
I like how you bring that up, bro. Yeah, bro. I mean, okay, so I went started high school. My parents, they made me go to a preparatory school, which is like preparing you for college, bro. Okay. And I was like, I didn't like it because it wasn't much diversity in the school, bro. And I like being amongst a culture of like different types of people. So I just didn't like it, and like I wanted out, but my parents were like, nah, like this is the best education like in Charlotte that you're gonna get. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, but I don't like it.
Okay.
So basically, like, I tried to convince them to leave, and they would not let me leave. So I decided to force my way out of the school by getting expelled, bro.
You got expelled?
I did, bro.
How'd you get expelled?
Hacking, bro. So yeah, back in the day, this is an absolutely crazy story, and like I got people that are vouch for me as well because it's that crazy, bro. So bro, back in the day, I grew up on computers. Like I've always been good with technology my entire life, like, but I was very much into like hacking and like understanding like code and stuff like that. I'm not so much anymore because of what happened, but like I'm gonna go deeper into this story. Okay. So basically, me and my homie Alex and Yusuf, we started this group called Terabyte, which was like a hacking group in the school. Oh,
I like that. It's Terabyte.
Terabyte with a 3 at the end, bro. So, bro,
sounds like a gamer tag.
Yeah, no, for real, bro. But we had a logo and everything, but it was crazy. Like, we were just doing it for fun in the first place. Like, we were just like messing with like the teachers and messing with like you know, the students, like we would do remote shutdowns from like the computer. So like they were planning a lesson and we would take the computer and shut that shit down, bro, like in the middle of the lesson. And like, oh, what happened with my computer? I'm like, shit, I don't know.
You'd be like in the back doing some crazy
But
shit.
where would you do it out of your laptop or your phone?
Yeah, from my laptop. So all the school, like all the students in the school were issued this ThinkPad laptop, right? And that was the worst thing to give to a hacker because they have they're very powerful.
And
so,
and you're just connected to the same network.
I was connected to the same network and same server. So what I could do is find that computer on the network and, you know, basically in command prompt, there's this thing called remote shutdown -I. And then you just type that in. It'll bring up this little like dialog box and you can select that computer on the network. And I did. And, you know, I shut it down. But so like that was just the fun stuff we did.
But how did they protect themselves from like
hackers? Man, they were just starting in the school, so they had no cybersecurity, no network security whatsoever. So like
you were like, bet.
I was like, bet. Like, but I didn't know that they didn't have any security until I started doing stuff like that. And I was like, wait, I can actually do this? This is crazy. So, but like, you know, other fun stuff we did was like just, you know, use every computer had the same password because it was like a school password, right? Yeah. So I could log on to somebody else's computer, right? And like put that password in for their saved Google passwords and find out their passwords for their Instagram or for their Facebook or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like,
oh my God.
I didn't do anything with that information. I was just,
you sure you're not that scammer that
not right now, bro.
And then trying to make,
not after the story.
I'm traumatized from this shit, bro. Like, oh my God.
He's trying to flip my 50 into 5,000.
Yo, chill.
No, I actually got something to say about that though. So, you know, that was the stuff we did for fun. But then we started like actually taking it a little bit more seriously than we should. So we got this program called Cain Enable, which is like a packet sniffer program. And basically what it does is like, say your computer is right here and the server is right here. It'll put some fake computer right here and intercept all the data through this one little part and send it to the network again.
Without the
network even knowing that there was interception. So it's like a fake thing.
It's like ghost computer.
Yes, exactly. It's just a fake, you know, server network. I don't even know.
So therefore the network and the user that's sending that, it's like doesn't know.
It doesn't know. Yeah.
So is it like shadowing, or do you only know after a certain amount of time that he's used? Like you're getting feedback real time, or
I'm getting any information that's being transferred on the network, such as like password information, credit card information, PayPal information, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we amassed all this information from the school, like because they had no cybersecurity, and we just had a big notepad file of mad passwords and mad like PayPal logins and stuff like this. So my genius ass friend Yusuf blackmails the school for $150,000 in Bitcoin. At the time, that shit would have been worth like 200 mil, bro. Like today, you know what I'm saying? But like $150,000 in Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin was like at $5 back then. Bro.
Did you guys do that out of like just playing or like?
We did it. Well, bro was, you know, bro was really trying to get. Bro was in Bitcoin. Bro was trying to get some money and you know.
Because that's just like a weird ask.
Like, no, like he was really trying to like So the blackmail was like, pay us $150,000 in Bitcoin, right? And it was from a Proton Mail like, you know, email, so like not traceable at all. But you know, I'll explain this afterwards. But
who found you?
The FBI, like actually. But so what?
Damn.
Yeah. So but what happened though? Like we said, send $150,000 in Bitcoin, or we'll leak all this information on the deep web. And the school was like, oh fuck, these dudes are serious. And bro, when I tell you they pulled me out of class. And they were like, "Hey, did you send this email?" And I was like, "No, I didn't send this email." Like, bro,
what did you
what
do?
Email?
What caused them to go into the room was like I shut down the server during like testing, bro, and they traced the IP that was used to shut down the network to my computer.
Bro, you guys weren't smart enough to hide your IP.
No. Well, we were, but we didn't care. I wanted to get suspended. I wanted to get expelled, bro. I want to leave the school. So I was just like, I don't care, like, about hiding whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
But
okay, because like hiding your IP is like
yeah, it's necessary for anything, bro. But like,
it wasn't necessary for getting expelled.
For getting expelled, bro. I wanted to leave in the first place, but, bro. Long story short, I didn't know this, but like, the director for the school was a cybersecurity analyst, bro. So she had the FBI on speed dial, basically, and she called them, and they pulled it up in this tinted ass blue Impala, bro, with huge ThinkPads, like laptops this thick, bro, like 2 or 3 inches thick, and they plugged directly into the server and took logs from Skype, bro. Took like conversations we were having, like in Skype about what we were doing. They took logs, printed that shit out on a 40-page paper of just us talking mad shit and like, you know, like plotting, bro, like, and presented it to the director. And like, bro, I was in deep shit, bro. My parents were at the school like, yo, what the fuck did you do? Like, the FBI here, like, what the fuck? Like, bro.
Were they taking you like
you were on a GTA mission?
Bro, my mom was pissed, bro. That was the pissed I ever.
What did they call those then? Like cyber terrorists or cyber? What are they?
Yeah, well, yeah. Technically, we were, bro. Technically, we were cyber terrorists, bro. But like, you know, I didn't think about it like that though. Like, I was just like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Like, I'm ready to get out. So like, at first, they didn't know the extent of the damage like that we'd done, right? So like.
But you guys didn't put out any information though. But
we did not. We didn't even get the chance to because the FBI pulled up so quick, bro. We was like outside deleting shit off of our flash drive, like while they were on their way. Like the cops were already at the school. Like we were like, bro, we need to get rid of all this information like as soon as possible. And we managed to get rid of most of like the actual hard data. But like, I'm pretty sure they still recovered what we did, bro.
Damn, because even if you delete something, they can recover, right?
Yes, that's why I'm saying I'm pretty sure that they figured out some way to get all that data back. But, you know, that...
Well, like, your mom was pissed, and then what followed?
My mom was pissed. So, like, at first they suspended me for 10 days, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go back to school. Like, it's no biggie. Like, you know...
Did the FBI follow up at your house or no?
No, they didn't, bro. They didn't, like, talk to me at all because this is the thing that I did. I voluntarily withdrew from the school, which means I left saying that I'm going to leave as long as y'all don't press charges or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as the school doesn't press any charges. So, yeah, there's something that we had to research all this shit in the midst of that happening. Like, me and my family were like, I'm not trying to get, like, because I was 14, 15. In a way, like, I'm about to go to, like, prison for this shit. You know what I'm saying? At 15, I would have gone to like juvie, bro. Like,
you knowing that you didn't think you were gonna face those type of consequences.
Fuck no, I was just I didn't.
No, it's okay.
I know I definitely could have, bro. And my friend Yusuf actually got sent to a military school, so like I don't know what happened to him, bro. But I know that me and my homie Alex got off the hook like pretty easily, low key.
Did the director like you or something?
No, she didn't like us, bro. But we were honest about what we did. We didn't lie about Yusuf was the one that sent the blackmail. So I think that's why he got sent to a military school. But like,
what happens in a military school?
I don't know, bro. I gotta ask Yusuf. I don't even know where that man's at right now.
Like, you lost him because of that, or like you just...
Well, bro doesn't have Instagram or anything like that. But I'm pretty sure my homeboy Alex said he knew somebody that knew him or something like that. But I don't know. I've never reconnected with him after that. But bro, that was like one of the craziest high school stories ever, bro.
That's just a crazy stunt.
It was, bro.
When you say FBI, I imagine like that video where like we got him and they bust the door down.
Bro, it wasn't like that necessarily, but they were dressed like the Men in Black, bro. Like, I'm not gonna cap, black suits.
Bro, 3-4 inch computer too.
Four agents, bro. And it was just so like I remember it vividly, bro.
Are
like,
those suits intimidating?
Fuck yeah, the computers were more intimidating, dog. I was like, yo, what the fuck are they gonna find out?
You ever seen The Matrix?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Mr. Anderson.
That's literally how it was, bro. Like, But the thing is, like,
no, those computers though are fucking scary, and
they are.
And the type of analysts that they have, bro.
They got smart people.
And if they print out a 40-page essay, like,
Oh
what are you
God.
gonna be able to say?
They have all the evidence. Like, they had all the evidence, and they put it right there on the table. Like, hey, yo, this is what they did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they capping on my name. That's what you
yeah.
get.
Like, I was just like, I was just like, oh fuck, bro, I'm screwed. Like, that was really my thought. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Whenever you said 3-4 inch computer, I'm like, fuck, no.
bro, yeah, it was just.
But you guys were essentially cyber terrorists.
It was worth it though, because I got expelled eventually, and now I went to Mallard Creek, a public school, bro. That's all I wanted, bro.
Hey, congratulations!
Thank you, bro.
He's like, I made it out. I made it out.
Private school shit,
bro.
Bro.
That was like Prison Break volume 7.
Yeah, no, seriously, bro. That is like, and you know, like, I don't necessarily take pride in that story, but like, bro, I think it's probably the coolest thing that happened in my life so far. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not proud of it.
That you kind of had courage to do that though, because
man, I didn't give a fuck back then, dog. Like, I did not care.
That's innovative, but it's also like
I was stupid, bro. I didn't know what I was doing.
Super reckless, because you were just.
I was reckless back then, bro. Like 100%.
That is.
What's something cool that you can do with hacking on like video games or something like that?
Oh, nothing, bro. After that, bro, I got scared. I'm not gonna cap, bro. I was like, yo, I ain't never touching a computer again.
I ain't never burning this.
Yeah, I ain't never, bro. And I really have not done any hacking shit since that. Like, I swear on my mom's, bro.
They're
like,
probably watching you,
bro. Yeah, exactly. And I was like, after that, bro, I was like, bro, I got these agents watching me now. Like, I was like actually thinking, like, bro, I'm on the list for sure. You know, I'm on the like one of the lists. Like, watch out for this motherfucker. Like,
any wrong website and
exactly.
Open the door.
Hey, FBI.
We're here for Telo Beats.
Oh fuck no!
Hey,
Please
you guys only get these type of stories here, so
you already know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap it up. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we go?
Yo, thank you guys, and thank you to all y'all watching. I really appreciate y'all. And bro, subscribe.
Hey, subscribe. If you stay this long,
and like this video.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, 100%.
Follow him on Instagram.
Thank you. At Telo Beats. TELOBEATS.
Yes, sir. Hey, Telo Beats, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, bro. Oh, one more thing before I go. I got a song dropping on Pi Day. It's called Wu Wei.
When is Pi Day?
3.14.
3.14?
Bro, what?
Oh no! Tell me why you tattooed 369, or to just finish it.
Oh, 369, bro. Because all the repeating numbers, such as 111, 222, 333, 444, 555, and so on, they all add up to 3, 6, and 9. If you think about it, bro, take 444 for example, right?
Okay.
It adds up to 12, right? 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12.
Okay.
2 digits of 12, 1 plus 3 or 1 plus 2 is 3, bro.
Oh, it all equals to 3,
you know
6.
And then you can do that for any number, bro. Take 999, right? 27. 2 plus 7, 9.
3, 6, 9.
Oh, so all those magical numbers will add up to 3, 6.
They are, bro. They all do. And there's some. I don't know
why I put it on the pod's bio? You
why?
want to know my reason? My reason is different.
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla said that those are the exact numbers. 3, 6, and 9 are the numbers that will unlock the universe.
Yeah, the key to the universe. That's why I have it in my hand, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, he got the key. He got the key.
Check us out. Subscribe.
Check us out. Subscribe. You already know.
For sure.